I thought it was such an interesting decision to have Zurg be a future version of Buzz.
Was that choice centered around trying to keep as close as possible to the revelation in Toy Story 2 that Zurg is Buzz's father?
Surrender, Buzz Lightyear. I have won.
I'll never give in. You killed my father.
No, Buzz. I am your father.
Well, we tried that. We explored the father angle, but then the whole time you're like, it's his father, get to it, it's his father. And then you'd have to really set up that his father was important in some way. But what we really found out, what we were really going for was the idea that Buzz's greatest enemy is himself, literally and figuratively. And that it's his passion to go back in time and correct the mistake that's actually more self-destructive and world-destructive because it is his hubris.
Right.
And so that was the most palpable thing for a villain and most interesting for us.
Well, I think that story choice actually underwent a few different incarnations. One of the funny things about doing these movies is, you do a whole recording session and you come in and they say, okay, so you know how initially when blah, 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 that's not it anymore. Now it's this. And I think specifically that plot line went through a few different shapes. But I guess you just put your trust in Pixar that they know what they're doing.
The movie opens with a title card, which explains the premise that this is the movie that Andy saw and fell in love with Buzz during. And I thought it showed a lot of restraint to keep the movie locked into that premise and not dip in and out of Toy Story's reality. What drove your choice to approach the story like that?
Well, for me, I wanted to have it be its own separate thing, and I never want to remind the audience of a better movie. That was a kind of saying that we always had while we're making this movie, and that goes for kind of references. You don't want to pull people out of the film. I feel like if you remind the audience, oh yeah, don't worry, it's just a movie, that destroys all of the work that we're doing to make us care and be concerned for Buzz's safety in the film. So that really was the driver for us. We wanted this to be a movie and not remind you that someone else is watching the movie. Like it seems a bit much.
Mission failure imminent.
It appears to now be a Brolin family tradition to play giant purple Disney villains. Did you and Josh talk at all about how you were now going to both have to carry that banner?
No, and I didn't know what he was doing until I saw the film. I mean, I heard rumors about it and all that, but until you sit down and he has no idea what I'm doing here, so I don't know if there's a comparison because he beat me on killing half the universe. So far, but the battle's not over.
Ready, Captain Lightyear?
Ready as I'll ever be, Commander Hawthorne.
This is exciting. A new adventure.